Hi, welcome to this week's vlog. I'm going to have to shout a bit, got no microphone with me. So as promised last week, we are at the Saudi Toyota Championship. I'm actually standing near to the, I guess what you'd call service area in rally terms. It's Friday night, so it's drift night. Yesterday was autocross, which is, see, it's kind of noisy. They like a V8 here. Yesterday was autocross, which is a little bit like, exactly. That's a V8 E30 BMW. Yesterday was autocross, as I was saying, which is a bit like auto solo if you're from the UK, kind of a short course around some cones, which is timed. Didn't actually come to that as I was busy. Tonight is drifting, so there'll be lots and lots of noise. And tomorrow is time attack, which is across a slightly longer course. So I'll try and get some video of the drifting. I'll try and walk you around the service area, which is also extremely noisy. And I'll also try and get some videos of some runs, and then hopefully we'll be back tomorrow to get the time attack, which will hopefully be a little bit calmer, a little bit quieter, because it won't be full of unsilenced V8s like that one. So let's have a look around. I'm just going to start, actually, let me move around here. I could be talking to myself because you might not be able to hear any of this, and I'm going to have lost my voice. That, look, get it in shot. There we go. If you've never seen one before, that is a GR Land Cruiser, which we don't get in the UK, so that's quite interesting. This whole series is sponsored by Toyota, so Toyota have a stand over there somewhere, which maybe I'll get some footage of. There's not much going on really, but I think the first thing we'll do is have a look around the paddock so you can see some of the cars, and then we will get into some drifting footage. Okay, so hopefully you can still hear me. Let's start with something that you don't see here, which is a car that isn't actually officially sold in Saudi Arabia, and that is the GR Yaris. Also, a GR86, which is officially sold here and is actually cheaper here than it is in the UK. Seeing both of these together is nice. This 86 is actually, I don't know if it's this exact car, but the winner of the championship this year actually gets one of these brand new as a prize, which is nice. Doesn't happen in the UK, that kind of thing, does it? But yeah, it's interesting to see a GR Yaris here. I don't know if they're just doing demo runs or if it'll be competing tomorrow maybe. I'm coughing already. And then obviously we've got lots of drift cars waiting, so we'll have a quick closer look at these. I want to start actually with these two. If you are from the UK, or from most countries actually, you've probably never seen one of these. This is a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. This is effectively Hyundai's answer to the 350Z. So this one is fairly standard. They had a 3.8 V6 or a 2-litre turbo, but they're nearly all V6s here. So they're quite a popular drift car. This one has a V8 in it, which is quite a common swap. They love V8s here. He says being deafened by a V8 because there are so many American cars here. So Chargers, Challengers, Corvettes, all that kind of thing. So if you want an engine swap, a car for drifting, basically here you fit a V8. So yeah, this is a Genesis, but this one has definitely got a V8 in it, cage. This is a much more serious car than this one. Obviously Mustang. Ahead of that is a Pontiac GTO, which is, if you're from the UK, a Vauxhall Monaro. This here, I'm pointing a lot, is obviously much more. I'm going to get past the really noisy Hyundai. Oh, he's turned it off. So this is obviously pretty standard drift fodder. This is a Nissan Silvia. It's probably a 240 SX maybe, because it's left-hand drive. So it's probably come from the US originally. This particular car is quite well known. It's got a Toyota engine swap, I think. I don't know if it's 1JZ or 2JZ, but this is a kind of a Formula Drift spec car. So pretty serious cage, big power engine, lots of angle, all that stuff. Then we've got BMW, that's a V8. I think this Pandem BMW is a V8. GT86 here, which don't know if this is a drift car or if this is a car entered in the autocross or something. That's a flavour. We'll keep walking, see what else we find. Here we go, look. I wanted to find something a little bit rally. We'll get into this more tomorrow with the time attack, but here we have an Evo 8 or 9 maybe. It's got the rounder front bumper, so it's an 8 or a 9. I'm not an expert. This will be a time attack / autocross car. Still very noisy. Aftermarket wheels. Brakes look pretty standard. Lebanese driver. Yeah, it looks fairly standard, but I know there are a couple of others here. There is one that hopefully we'll see tomorrow, which is a lot more serious than this, and he generally wins everything. So, but we'll have a look at that one tomorrow. I just wanted to show you something rallying. One thing this has got is no seats. I don't know if you can see that in this light, but it's almost a rally car, right? Here's another little taste of rallying. This is another time attack type car. No headlight for some reason. Don't know if that's to get to the air filter. This car's actually been wrapped since last time I saw it. So it's a Hawkeye and Pretzer time attack type build. I don't know if you'll find it on Instagram. Maybe if you go back far enough. This car has quite a serious engine in it. I think it's 400 plus, I want to say. It's definitely got anti-lag because I've seen it popping flames and generally being angry. So, like the Evo, it's another little bit of rally flavour. But as I said, we will get into these cars properly later in the video, which will be tomorrow, and once time attack is all underway. Wondering what that was all about. They do tyre warming before they start. It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? Because I think a lot of us think of drifting as just being a bit mad, but they actually want the tyres to be warm because they want a certain level of grip, which, like I say, it seems counterintuitive, but drift cars are now so advanced that they run cut slick like track tyres, and they don't there's another guy doing it. You don't want the car to be like loose in a way. Obviously you want the rear end to be loose, but you want a certain amount of grip because you need to carry a certain amount of speed in order to get a high score. So that's why they do tyre warm-ups. I just wanted to record this. So if you're from the UK, you might wonder what this car is, but if you look closer, sorry, it's a little bit loud, look closer at the doors. So this I think this is one's a Pontiac, or no, it might be a Chevrolet. But look at the doors, and what it actually is, if you look closely, is it's the same body as a Vauxhall Amiga, or an Opel Amiga if you're from Europe. So I guess in Australia this was sold as a Holden, but here you can get it as a Chevrolet, and I think you can get it as a Pontiac as well. So basically, it's a Monaro, I suppose, but in a 4-door body. But yeah, I guess in Australia this would be a Holden. It just always strikes me as quite amusing because in the UK we got the Amiga, which came with a 3-litre V6, but here you can get them with V8s. Don't know if this one is drifting, but what is probably worthy of discussing is in this country you didn't get the typical Japanese cars. So this, for example, 200SX or 180SX or 240SX, that's probably a 240. So there's not that many of those here, and they're the kind of main drift fodder. So BMWs, GT86s are becoming quite popular, though most of them are automatic here. But what most people have is Mustangs. There's a Camaro just going up there. There's an E30 BMW, which is the really loud one. That's V8 swapped. Those Hyundais, E46s, look, because the typical Japanese stuff just isn't a thing here. You know, Skylines, all Skylines from the factory were right-hand drive. Right-hand drive is actually illegal here. So any Skylines that are here have been converted to left-hand drive. So, say things like Silvias, 200SXs, Supras, all that kind of thing, they're very rare. So in drifting, look, there's a Camaro. This is the kind of thing people use, because the V8 Camaros here are 10 a penny. E46s. This is one of those Chevrolet versions of the Monaro. Mustangs again. You just don't get the kind of typical drift cars. I suppose you could say it's a bit more like drifting in the US. They did have more 240SXs and things, so the S chassis, as they would call them, is quite popular there. Let's pause. Forgive me, I just wanted to record that. I love that car, GT86, 2JZ power. So I went in that car a year or so ago when it was about 300 horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but because it's so light and the JZ has loads and loads of torque, really, really quick car. So that's a regular at the drift events here. So I wanted to share that. We'll keep walking. This turbo E36 is quite loud. But I think it's probably time to actually go and see some runs, so I'll reposition over to the other side so we can get a bit closer to the action.
لجي.آر في بدايتهم وبداية هذه الرحلة. واحد من الأبطال هو بطل في رياضة موتو كروس وجاء اليوم في بطولة الدريفت محمود عابد، يلي مباشرة زميل الفريق حمزة عبد الله بخشب. هذا الراعي يقدمنا بشكل قوي. الموجودين معانا يعني مباشرة استعدادا لدخول الرقم 80 الموجود معنا. طبعا رياضة الدريفت وزعمة زيد عزيزي على هذه السيارة يستعد للدخول، ونؤكد أن الدريفت يجب أن تكون السيارة في حالة انجرام كامل، وأن يكون على مسار النقاط ويأخذ أعلى نقاط موجودة سواء في الفقرات الخلفية أو الفقرات الأمامية محددة. والله الوليد زكي ابن مكة البار الرايق ماشي على جميل كونز مع الاسف خرج عن مسافه ثانيه واضح ان السيارة فيها مشكلة. ما عليه يا سيف، ما عليه يا سيف، ما عليه ما عليه ما عليه يعني هاند بريك جميل. واحدة أقوى السيارات الموجودة في المملكة العربية السعودية لهذا الزمن السرعة لهذه القدرات العالية. يا سلام عليك. اختار مباشرة ندخل في الجولة الثانية لسبب كبير. شوف عملية الإحماء. ما شاء الله يا روح الأداء. نعم نعم. ايضا انطلاقات هذا البطل سيبي رائحة الان. الاداء جميل. هل اخذ الكليب بوينت بشكل جميل؟ نعم. سيارة تبدو رائحة الان. هذه بشكل جميل. والجمهور الغربي ايضا القحطاني. الباور في هذه النقاط مهمة يا ديب. نعم نعم.
Oh, we're back. We're home. I didn't do a video when I was there. I just wanted to do a quick wrap up. I thought I'd wait until I got back, so I'm just outside home because my voice hurts from shouting over V8s. So yeah, I didn't get to watch the entirety of the event. As you'll see from the clips, we saw some of the kind of amateur guys, and then it got into the pro cars. As the event goes on, they get whittled down, and then they start. The pro guys would be doing, battles side by side, 2 cars at a time. But I had to get back, so I didn't have time to watch that. But you know what it looks like if you've ever seen drifting before. So we're going to wrap this video up right there. The next episode, I'm going to make you wait. The next episode will be Time Attack, which is actually tomorrow for me. But I haven't decided when you'll get to watch it yet. I'm not going to make you wait a week. Excuse me, I'm not going to make you wait a week for it. Let's maybe do it Saturday. So you'll get this episode on Thursday if you're watching it when it was released, and then the next episode in 2 days, just so you get a bit of a gap, so you don't have to wait a week. And that means 2 episodes of the vlog in a week, which is good, isn't it? So let's end this episode there. I hope you've enjoyed this. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a look at Saudi Motorsport. And in the next video, you'll get more of a look. And yeah, that's that, isn't it? So as always, please like, comment, subscribe, tick the notification bell, all that rubbish. And I will see you again in the next video.